two aspects of my first impressions. First of all, looking at meeting architects, meeting the coppersmiths who were making stills and all pipeworking with tanks and everything, and looking at the designs. Very impressed by all this, but it did not prepare me for looking at the site, because even though the architectural drawings and the CAD/CAM, it didn't express the scale of the site and the proximity of the proposed distillery to the mill. And so going yesterday to the mill was really unbelievable. I mean, John's plans for sculpturing the whole site, not only putting the distillery in place, but ongoing plans for working out the site and the influence this will have on the community and how the community will benefit and all that. Very, very impressed, very impressed. So the site, I think, is perfect, and the way that the modern building will integrate with the old buildings, heritage buildings on site, has been very clever done. And I think he's absolutely right to have modern buildings, not to try and create a sort of false, old-fashioned distillery to fit in the site, which it wouldn't work. But so to make a striking architectural statement, which nevertheless works in the situation. So that's my first point. Secondly, one of the things that strikes me about Australian distilling generally is the fact that so many of the distillers here in Tasmania and in mainland Australia are very, very small outfits. If the category of Australian whisky, Tasmanian whisky, and indeed it's quite interesting the debate as to whether there should be a different category for Tasmanian, such as we have Speyside underneath the Highland umbrella in Scotland. But whatever, if the category is going to prosper, you've got to work on a bigger scale. You've got to work on a bigger scale. And there are very few distilleries, so far as I understand, on mainland Australia and indeed in Tasmania, which plan or can afford to work on a larger scale. Now, when I say a larger scale, in Scottish terms, it's still very, very small, but in Australian terms, it's very big. The reason I say this is that if you're going to build a brand, let alone a category for a whole genre of whisky, you've got to be able to support it. There's no earthly point in seeking distribution in foreign markets when you haven't got capacity to support it. So the classic examples would be Indian whiskies Amrut and Paul John. Now they don't even attempt to sell in India. They focus originally on the UK. Originally they launched it in Glasgow. Amrut was launched in Glasgow. Test the market there, and it's done very well. They're both very good whiskies, and now they can roll it on, and they've got the capacity, the amount of liquid, mature whiskey to support their marketing efforts. There's no point in spending money on marketing if you run out of juice.
Yes.
And so this is already conceived at a higher level. It will be, I think I'm right in saying it will be the largest distillery, although it's still very small, it will be the largest distillery in Tasmania. But this is sort of thinking ahead. So with these two things, the location is perfect, the plans are great, the situation, the connection with the old mill is fantastic, and it'll attract, obviously, Oatlands attracts a large number of visitors anyway, but this will add to it. The benefit to the local community will be immense. There will be other shops and things that will arise in Oatlands, so that the whole location is spot on, and the ambition to produce more whiskey than most distilleries, to build will benefit the whole of Tasmanian distilling and Australian distilling.